Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. Um, it will be a slightly different video, I think, because this pile of journals that are in who knows what state of completion are ones that I started, I would say probably 2 or possibly 3 years ago. They were one of the very first theme of journals that I started, and in my mind and in my playlist I was calling them In Celebration of Women. And it looks like even back then I couldn't be content with doing one journal. I did multiples. Now I haven't looked at them literally for years, and it's high time in my new resolve to get her done. I want to see where these are. I want to see what stage of completion or just what state they're in. And I think it'll also be interesting, at least from my perspective, excuse me, to see what I was doing back then and has it changed? And would I do that today? And what could I add to these so that they would reflect what I'm doing now? So I have no idea which one was first. Maybe we'll go biggest to smallest and see what's what. So clearly here oh, this isn't sewn in, okay. Thinking, boy, I did a good job of hiding the strings. I loved this fabric when I saw it, and obviously I bought a fair bit. It feels like, I wonder if I can peek in there. So, well, there's batting. What is this, though? Is that a paper bag? That could be a paper bag. And then batting, and then, of course, a fabric inside. Okay, so let's see what this... And I've got 6 signatures. Wow. Okay, so I remember when I first saw this style, this wraparound, I thought, oh, isn't that beautiful? And isn't it a great way of protecting the edges and allowing for expansion? And maybe I didn't know what to do next, and that's why I didn't do anything. You can see that it automatically makes a pocket. It looks like this fabric fringes quite nicely. Pocket in front, pocket in the back. And this is some kind of lovely, soft, fairly, well, a woven fabric of some sort. So, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. I have these stamps of all these different hairdos, or these different heads, and used, I think, a fair bit of them in here. And I think even, okay, so this is black on beige, let's say. So I think that was maybe kind of, well, who knows? What do I know? Okay, so got some coffee dyed paper. Oh, I like that scrapbooking paper. That was a scrap that I had gotten in something that I, probably didn't know how to, or mind you, some paper cracks. So obviously now the modern Hazel would be reinforcing that with more than likely washi tape. Coloring book. Oh, holy cow, that's hard on the eyes. Just paper. Oh, this is from my old chum's book. Napkin. I love that napkin so much. And in typical, my preference, I did it on an index page. Beautiful. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, looks like I thought I would do an envelope flippy floppy thing. I get a kick out of you. Some music paper. Obviously, this was at a time when I didn't mind having script go, you know, up opposite of how we read. This would be from an atlas. Oh, one of those planner type things. Avocado dyed paper, coffee dyed ledger, and then more of the same. Oh, this is a book page that obviously I just had the little doohickey there to, you know, something could be added to this here. You know, a card or another envelope or whatever. This would be from some sort of a gardening or flower book of some kind. And a beautiful image on the back of that. Okay, signature one. More big ledger. So if it gets sewn in the way I folded this, then obviously those are really deep pockets. Now, I don't know that I've ever folded something out, sewed it in, and then just let this go back, which would in effect make this all more space to use. So I guess that's something to think about. Another bunch of those stamped heads, chums. Oh, this was kind of maybe when I was doing, oh, I see, same elements. This, I remember fussy cutting this girl. I had thrifted that, whatever that die cut is, and just put this down on some sort of purple paper. Oh, this is parchment paper, I think. An envelope, again, a flower, ideals, map index, coloring page. This is also from that same book. Okay, is this ideals? Yes, it is. Oh, and I remember cutting up, I had quite a few fashion books or wardrobe type books. So there's one from there. Nurture. Nurture the new you. Obviously I glued that together. And I thought, this was my thinking, that a celebration of women, and that should definitely mean all women, whether we have crow's feet and, you know, wrinkles galore and are wearing a kerchief, or whether we're a svelte young thing, you know, in stilettos. So there will be a few little old ladies in here. Love that stamp, love that coffee dyed paper. Again, something that I must have coffee dyed. Repetition off pages, apparently. Not sure that, I don't really do that now. I wonder if what the heck is going on here? Huh. Sorry for the pausing. Let's see what my center is here. Oh, the coloring. Okay, is it the same? No, it's the ledger there. So I'm not arranging the pages in exactly the same way. Here it's a ledger. Okay, so what are all these loose things? I'll put this just here for the time being. Here's another wrinkly lady. More of those stamps with the funky hair.
Another one of those. Chums, another fashion book, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I never did count the pages. And another lady. So maybe, could it be 3, 4, 5, maybe I had, maybe my intention was 7, because honestly, odd number of signatures is easier to figure out the spacing. Oh, I remember doing this. All these faces were in the back or the front of a certain magazine. And I thought, oh, they're cute. They're almost like inchies. They're all women. Some of them have little kids. So why not use them? Okay, we've seen all this before. So I guess I was hoping that I had more done, but maybe some of the other ones are a little further along. And it could, okay, this time I'll count the pages. It could also be that, that is quite the thick looking project, and that's with nothing in it. So maybe I'll have to remove some pages. Okay, 1, I would count that as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages. Okay, I'm clearly going to have to revisit that whole idea. So I don't know, these are maybe just extra. Oh, maybe I thought I could get even more in there. This is also napkins on index paper. So, okay. Well, okay, that's a bit of a surprise. Let's do one of the others. And you can see that I try to keep things, sort of train them. 3 signatures. This one is 11 3/4 by about 5 1/4. Oh, look at that snazzy paper. And I mean, obviously, okay, does this have batting as well? This one doesn't seem not quite as padded as the other one. So it's probably just, can't really see. I think just probably, is it 2 pieces of paper? It could be just 2 pieces of paper. Well, and obviously this fabric cover. I have to say though, fabric feels nice, and this cheesecloth, or, excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. This is probably not cheesecloth. This is probably that medical gauze. Anyway, onward. It kind of feels nice. Scrapbooking paper. Fancy lady. Do you think maybe she was a little heavy-handed with the kohl pencil? Just a touch. Oh, here it looks like I used that medical tape, that paper tape. Okay, so here I was definitely using a variety of papers.
got another little old lady. Face to face. So what have we got here? Oh, 3 signatures. Okay, so boy, did I fuss. Oh, look. Look, and who said I didn't put anything in the pocket? This came from I Shall Wear Purple. Just kind of trying to soak this in. Power of Affirmations by Louise Hay. That's a wise woman. Well, that's not so good, is it? Having that woman's face right in the... I think that would have to be... Where the heck is the other side of it? Oh, very first one. So it's part of this page. And I used... Boy, I must have been very creative when I was putting these pages. Some of them are kind of like Frankenpapers. Oh, you know what? That might be... but yet, no. I was going to say that might be washi tape, but I've never had washi tape like that. Okay, so clearly this is not a good scene, so that would have to be covered up. And more out of whatever book that was that had all those large close-ups. Oh, I did more stamping here. Love it. Look at those eyes. Map. Oh, so, okay, wouldn't it have been good? Okay, that could be an upper tuck, or it could be glued down and cut it open at the top or at the side. I didn't always know what I was doing, you know. I like that page too. And actually, some men got into this book because they're in that thing. Oh, and here I used vintage ads. A little bare bum and a missing tooth. Because, you know, you can't go too far talking about women without talking about motherhood. So same scenario there with that other side of the envelope. I have to say, I am kind of surprised at myself. And it could be, since I love gluing things down, Dolores. I didn't want to say smart ass in my comments, but so I said smart aleck. She said, have you ever thought about buying shares in a glue company? When I read that, I burst out laughing because I'm thinking, that's a girl after my own heart, number one. And number two, that's very clever. And number three, why didn't I? So, anyway, from one smart aleck to another. Yeah, so I think it could be actually fun trying to turn some of these pages. Well, let's find one that's quite... Okay, so she would be fine because most of her face is there. I would be wanting to do something to that, I think. Because, I don't know, it's not that usable as is, so we'll see. Okay, so here, another envelope, but this time it's upside down, so that very easily can be a tuck spot, can cut it open at the top. Although that would have been smart to do it when it was, before it was sewn in. I was probably trying to keep my options open, or didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then they would be like two pockets in one. That's a different looking map. Yes, I was really using a lot of different pages. That, I would have to say, is definitely a change, and I don't know if it's necessarily a downfall in what I'm doing now. Okay, I'd have to cover, well, who knows, maybe one eye is better than no eyes. Okay. She looks so skeptical. Of course, there's the other half of her. No, that's somebody. Oh no, it's the same woman. How the heck? Yeah, I don't know if that's a plus or a minus in what I've been doing lately, that I'm not, using a variety of book pages. And that's also why I'm drowning in book pages. Ooh, fancy leopard boots. Looks like she's going on safari or something. Oh, looky here. And this I cut out of a drawing book. And again, old newspaper, whatever, or books. Ah. Okay, what is this? Scary bit of gluing here, or did I, oh, some kind of a boo-boo that would have to be covered up. Look at how clever I was cutting out those lipstick samples. How would you like to be wearing a color of lipstick called For Pete's Sake? Okay, if and but, for Pete's sake, trigger happy, instant message, on the couch. I don't, this might have been the first time I ever used one of these, I don't even know, what are these things called? I know I bought this out of a clearance bin at a scrapbooking store. But yeah, there's something there that needs to be, looks like, yeah, there's a nick in the paper. So I would have to put some additional thing there to cover it up. This is like stumbling down memory lane. And here I used this very, very long paint chip. Must have been inking back at that point. Added this double trim here. And I must have thought that this matched the greenish tones in this, and the yellow matched that, and there you have it. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This looks like a one signature. Oh. I put some wrinkles in that girl's face. I better keep that clip off there, because clearly this knows what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, so this is padded. Beautiful scrapbooking paper. So again, it must be, I would say, 2 layers of paper. And double row of stitching around. That was good. And a bit of a lacy panel as well. Not panel, but, so how, oh, maybe, see, if you look hard, you can see the batting, but maybe that was an attempt to disguise that. Nothing like doing something and then telling you all about it in the video. Okay, what have we got? Oh, I remember this. This was out of that fashion book, and I loved it so much. Because it's got women of every size and shape. It's not just all skinny minis. And then this, I clearly stamped some stilettos on gessoed book page. And okay, so that's a pocket there, and then those are 2 pockets. This is somebody's digital. Look how clever this is. And rustling. More of the, okay, these are older gals. Nancy Davis. I don't know. Maybe these are probably movie stars, old-time movie stars. Here's another one of those fussy cut women on a, would this have been a gel dyed gel plate paper, and a stamp underneath. Avocado. That's ink spray. This is, I have very few of those, what is the brand? What is the woman's name? I can't think of it. Freedom, listen, and go believe. Sacred soul. Used in calendar page. Here's another woman in a wheelchair. Oh, kidding. In a wheelchair. She deserves to be in here too. More of those stamps. Another one of those fussy cut gals. I was clearly using quite a bit of my inked, or, oh, look how nice that is. That is, pretty sure that's a Dina Wakley stamp. What is going on here? Pray tell. I guess just a design. So here I made a pocket out of a book page, and I guess it was a way. This doesn't open up at all. Oh, what is, oopsie. I just tore that, so clearly I have to glue this back together because honestly, it wasn't supposed to open. Circle scarf. Oh. You know when the infinity scarves first came out? Doubled scarf with hood, figure 8 top, one shoulder dress. Oh, or was this thing is obviously gigantic if somebody's using it as a dress. Anyway, that's why that's there. I mean, that's not why it's there. It's just there. So I did a lot of this kind of thing. So this side is good because you could actually do those things, fill out that form. But this needs help. Oh, Norman Rock. No, it's not Norman Rockwell, is it? But it's in his style. It was very, it probably needed reinforcing. It looks like it's thin, so I glued it down there. Plain, more of that. I love that. And it's light enough that a person could write all over it, you know, should you want to. Should you want to do that. Choosing a name. Oh yeah, that's out of that baby or Victorian, yeah, Victorian baby book or mother's book or something. I bet we can't tell what year the calendar was. More of those gals. Piper Laurie. That's definitely an actress. Well, I guess they all were. So clearly there's room to do something at the back here as well. This makes me, well, I'm going to finish these before I do anything else. Let's just put it that way. But it makes me think, why am I not doing padded covers a little more often? Okay, and then finally this little guy, right? Because I've shown you Yeah, I've shown you those. So this is a teeny little handful, 4 by a little over 4. And again, looks like I've sandwiched some of that stuff in between the layers. I obviously used a page out of a book on weeds, stinkweed. Oh my goodness, that needs to be covered up. Tiny little pocket. Hey, I wonder where I have this. So this, I think this book was on advice. So this says embrace change. This side says drop cable to spend the money on a $50 bottle of champagne each month. I don't know if I agree with that. Cable provides entertainment every day versus drinking that bottle one day. Love that stamp. Love that ombre look to that ink pad. So these were just clearly the wisdom of women. The tombstone is about the only thing that can stand upright and lie on its face at the same time. I don't know if I get that. She always believed in the old adage, leave them while you're looking good. If I lead another life in any of the planets, I shall take precious good care not to hang myself around any man's neck, either as a locket or a millstone. That bears a little bit of thinking. Cute little envelope here. Did I cut it open at the top? Yes, I did. Look at that. And of course, this is a built-in tuck spot. How many? Look at that. I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. And 3 signatures in this time. Doesn't feel, this is not padded, but yet it does feel so nice. A 5. Oh my goodness. A 5-hole pamphlet stitch times 3 signatures in a book this size. Oh well. Okay, so I included another little face there. Vino. Little pocket. So again, a mixture of book pages. Life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. Oh, okay. Let's embroider this on a cushion. If you want a thing well done, get a couple of old broads to do it, said Betty Davis. A couple of old broads to do it. Nora Ephron. If pregnancy were a book, they would cut out the last 2 chapters. She looks familiar. Oh, release 1 grudge a month. If you're lucky, learn to do 1 good impression, say of Clint Eastwood. Well, do you feel lucky, punk? That's not of Clint Eastwood, but, you know. Another little old lady. Remember, life is too short for ironing. non-fat dairy creamer, and regret of any kind. Oh, yuck. Learn how to make a decadent chocolate mousse with tofu. I just can't abide the texture of tofu. Janis Joplin said, don't compromise yourself. You are all you've got. Peggy Lee said, I learned courage from Buddha, Jesus, Lincoln, Einstein, and Cary Grant. That's another napkin on dictionary page. Boy, I must have liked using those little envelopes because every signature got one. Tallulah Bankhead. I've been called many things, but never an intellectual. I love these little purple pages. Accept one thing about your life that you've tried to change. Oh boy, have a nude portrait done by a sensitive female photographer. Okay, that's not happening. Cute little book with its 5 hole signature. Okay, guys, I see nothing but work ahead of me. I also have so much stuff. How long? Well, we've probably been here too long for me to show you anything else. Yeah, well, we'll stop here. Maybe in the next one, I'll show you some of the things that I have put aside. I've got a couple boxes full. If the shoe fits, buy it in every color. Oh, how about this one? Couldn't we all have this on our foreheads? Stop me before I volunteer again. I remember I bought this long ago from Carol at Crinkled Path because, well, don't shoes and women go together? Anyway, I will explore. Oh, and it looks like I did some of those. And what's this little strip here? Is this, hey, this could be a closure for this. Although it would probably fray itself to nothing. I could probably do better than this for a closure, but a self-tie is not bad either. Holy cow, I guess I've just been throwing stuff in here. Look at this confetti. How do you get in here? Oh, maybe it's better if I leave it sealed for all concerned. Anyway, it's got all those lips in different colors. I could turn this into a shaker card. I'm not such a big fat one, but, you know, I could make a few shaker cards. Anyway, I think we have some interesting projects on the horizon. Animal print. Again, these are napkins. So actually, between the work that I've already done and the fussy cutting I've done, this may not be as slow as I thought it would be. Oh, and I've got quote books, and oh my goodness. Look at another fussy cut. That cute paper. Again, must have bobby pins. So these, well, they're not cardstock. Delicate blush. Gosh, wonderful. I just, on the news today, I heard that dictionary.com picked demure as their word of 2024. I don't see any demure on here. Okay, so basically everything is sewn in except, oh, look what I did here. Did more stamping with my lady stamps. And of course, if you saw a recent haul video, you know that I have even more. Okay, well, I said I wasn't going to do this, so why am I doing it? I think I got this piece. My aunt was very good at doing hard anger, which is this stuff. So of course, it's delicate. Plus, all these pieces have been cut out and then kind of reinforced. I never did learn how to do it. Luckily, she gave me several pieces. Maybe I thought I would. I don't know what I thought. This is brown. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me, or maybe my having a couple years more experience under my belt has given me a whole new idea. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop there. I hope that you're sufficiently intrigued by this this project and this stumbling down memory lane together. And maybe just for a quick win, I was going to say I'd pick the one that has the most done in it, but that's none of them. Okay, goodbye. I'm out of here. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one. And I will be adding this to that long ago playlist called In Celebration of Women. So if you want to see the progress on how this goes forward, that would be the place to find them. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.